Hey patrons, welcome into our love reading for Pisces, Aries, cusp energies and placements. This round of love readings is focusing in on Venus's retrograde from March 1st through April 12th. And Venus is actually retrograding through Pisces and Aries. So I feel like we're going to get a lot of clear energy as far as what Venus's retrograde is offering for the collective. Let's go ahead and get into it. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, thank you so much for being here with me and with my patrons as we look into Pisces Aries cusp placements and how they'll be affected by Venus's retrograde coming up. We thank you for that guidance and clarity, and we love you oh so much. And so it is. All right, what's going on here for Pisces, Aries energies and cusp placements during Venus's retrograde? Fire and ice. Fire, water. Period. 37. Breaking down to a 10, so completion. What else? Eruption of light. 11. I want to say Leo Virgo got eruption of light. I might be wrong though. Or was that Aquarius Pisces? I know it came out in the readings that I did the other day. And then you got heaven. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All this beautiful blue. So a lot of the collective could be feeling this energy in the throat chakra. With falling at the bottom, bride offers herself, riding the cosmic wave. So for some of y'all, this is going to be preparation for some form of communication that either will be led by you or brought to you. Okay? 70 breaking down into a 7. 11 is a master number. We don't break that down. So 111 could also be a repetitive synchronicity that you start to see here during Venus's retrograde, Pisces, Aries, okay? Because it is about you focusing in on you, the light erupting within you between this fire and ice dance, almost like creating your own heaven or discovering heaven within the self. The fire and ice and eruption of life created heaven. Balancing out that fire and ice and allowing light to get into the mix creates your heaven. Beautiful blue energy though. So again, definitely tap into that throat chakra. Let me do a cricket check. Hold on. Oh, shoot. How are we doing on there? All right. All right, let's read this from the book a little bit. Still learning this deck. Okay. Fire and Ice says that this oracle brings you guidance, that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now, you do not need to engage in it. Simply to be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to a clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it's not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realize this and have patience. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart, Pisces, Aries, beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it's time to wait. For there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act as feels truthful for you. So you're waiting on a truth to erupt in your heart. So there is a lot of shifting, there's a lot of reforming, a lot of recalibrating. Okay, so maybe you might be going through some form of conflict in relationships or with a lover, feeling like you're just two different people. There's no way that you can kind of make this work anymore, feeling like you're on opposite ends of the spectrum. But it's almost like that's exactly where you need to be in order for this light to break through and create this heaven energy. So the poem says that there is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes across a span of moments called time. There are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes. So don't allow whatever you might be going through in love right now, Pisces, Aries, to confine you or to box you in. Okay, so maybe you're feeling trapped by a relationship or trapped by a particular partnership or connection that you have. And again, it's almost like you're right where you need to be for this light to shine through, for this eruption of light to happen, this breakthrough, in order to get to this heaven energy or experience this heaven energy. Okay. So this also tells me that if there is some sort of conflict in love and relationships for you during Venus's retrograde, that it's in the name of getting to this heaven. It's like clearing out what needs to be cleared between you and this person so that heaven can start forming. All right, let's talk about eruption of light. Says this oracle holds a message for you, Pisces, Aries, that your words have more power than you realize. And you have a special ability to heal with words, to bring light where is needed, and to uplift through simple kindness spoken. You also have a message to bring, and it might be an urge to write or speak on topics that are close to your heart. That's what I was picking up on, some form of communication here. You might also simply have the need at a soul level to share from the heart with others when you are engaged in conversations. The oracle says that your voice is a part of your power, so do use it. The poem, life begins with love. To complete itself again, symmetry is born. Okay? So your voice is a big part of this, Pisces, Aries. You might be finding your voice in a relationship. Maybe it's been difficult to open up. It's been difficult to speak on what's going on with you internally. So maybe you're going through this fire and ice energy and there's like a partner connected to you that's like trying to figure it out, or it's causing some sort of tension with them. Okay. All right, so you have heaven and 70. This oracle brings you a special message. The enlightener is calling you to more, to more, to more. More divinity, more love, more acceptance, more embrace of life itself. There is no limit in what is being offered to you from the divine lover calling to you, the beloved. Rejoice and know that the dance of love between you and the divine is a removing of veils of illusion, one at a time, until you behold each other naked and true, finally to discover that you are each other, you are love. So the sky ablaze with morning light on silver wings of birds in flight, in gratitude a tear released, a knowingness embraced at peace. She speaks to those that gaze below, ancestral wings which call my soul to open hearts and soar above. In all the winds await this love. So I do think that you are waiting for some form of connection to become a safe space, a safe haven, right? Of space or a connection where you can just be yourself, be received as who you are, you know, growth included, things you don't know or you don't have an awareness of, like the space to kind of grow into you more and more. That's so crucial for you, I feel like, in love and romance. And then maybe that's what kind of comes to the forefront during Venus's retrograde. That you got to either start speaking on how you feel, Pisces, Aries. Okay? That maybe once you start talking about what's going on with you, you'll recognize that you have more in common with this person, or that everything you might be feeling they might be feeling too. So it's kind of like maybe you've been trying to fill in gaps of understanding without having conversation. I would definitely like not be afraid to ask questions if that's needed and necessary, or if that's appropriate in this dynamic. If you want to know why someone feels a certain way, ask. If you know, are trying to piece something together or better understand where someone is coming from, ask. Okay, so using your voice to also kind of speak to what you do want and what you are hoping for or looking for could also be significant here. Yeah, Queen of Wands, fire and ice. That's Pisces, Aries energy for me as a cusp reader. So you're in your energy, you're in your element. So you're the one going through this fire and ice dance. You might be experiencing some internal conflict with the moon. Yeah. Maybe this being Pisces season with this Venus retrograde and Pisces Aries energy could really have you in your subconscious a lot, like drawing you into your inner world and making you kind of absent from worlds that you've maybe built with other people, or worlds that include other people. Excuse me. So you could be really called into some introspection here. Maybe there's a need to tap into your solar plexus as well. Temperance energy, yeah. Definitely have patience with your fire and ice process right now. Have patience, almost like supernatural patience if you can access it with yourself. Okay, because you indeed are going through some sort of internal conflict, but it's needed and necessary in order for you to get to this heaven energy. What's between fire and ice and eruption of light? The Three of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe you're finding it difficult to work with a lover or a parent figure, like if you co-parent with someone. Maybe you want to speak to this King of Pentacles about what you need or how to best work with one another. Like there could be things you want to shift and change about the dynamic, but maybe a little afraid to say so because it's like, yeah, it's like something could work now in some respects, in some regards, but you might be seeing a new way for something to work, or something is no longer working. Although it might be heaven for them, it's turning into this like chaos for you. And I kind of feel you afraid or a little hesitant to say like, hey, this no longer works for me. Can we do something different? Okay. Now, love also ties into finance and work and career. So this could all be in work. Maybe you're having a bit of a struggle with a boss, or you're going through some form of that shift subconsciously, and it's making you maybe reconsider your positioning in some sort of group dynamic. Like, do I really fit in this work environment? Is this something I want to keep working on? Right. Or am I ready to let this go? Star card energy. Or am I ready to let this go and move on? Maybe this is also like not trying to call attention to yourself in some way. Knight of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords, yeah. Not wanting to be seen, or not really seeing the star power that you have here. Not being seen for the star that you are could also play a part in this. Or someone isn't acknowledging your healing. Or it's almost like if, let's say, this King of Pentacles doesn't see your worth, then it's like, okay, I'm leaving, I'm bouncing. Come on now. I'm leaving and I'm bouncing. Eight of Cups. Especially if this is career. If you feel like your star power, all that you contribute, everything you got going on here, or what you bring to this Three of Pentacles dynamic isn't being appreciated, maybe it is time to consider going somewhere else. Okay? Clarify the star and the Eight of Swords here for eruption of light. Thank you. Magician. With the Five of Wands. Yeah, it's like, it's almost like you could be coming to a boss or coming to this King of Pentacles like, hey, the people you have me in this group with or have me in this Three of Pentacles dynamic with, like, they're causing a lot of challenges. And it's almost like this King of Pentacles is turning a blind eye to that. Like, I don't see that. I don't think they're competing with you. That's not, oh, child, I've been there. Especially in the work environment. Trying to talk to a supervisor about like passive aggressive energy, or people not trying to work with you or cooperate with you because they don't respect your position, or you're new to the dynamic, so they're trying to like initiate you and all that bull crap, right? Like, people get so freaking cliquey, especially if this is work. People get so cliquey and really power trip. Maybe that's what you're experiencing, and maybe you're trying to speak on it or trying to call it out to someone who could do something about it, but they're choosing to turn a blind eye. Like, I don't see them like that. I don't think that's what they're doing. I literally had a supervisor tell me that. Like, that's not my experience with them. Like, no shit, Sherlock. You're their boss. Why would they treat you like that? You know what I mean? Like, duh, but that's... And then this person who's like, well, that's not my experience, considers themselves an ally. Do you know what I mean? Like, is one of those like, oh, I'm so helpful, but then when you actually need their help, it's like, I'm avoiding conflict. I don't want to deal with it. So no, I don't believe you. I don't believe that that's what you're experiencing. I don't believe that they're mistreating you like that and all that kind of stuff. Like, child. Anywho, moving forward, here you are in your major arcana, okay, the Hangman. So the beauty of your cusp energy is you can create a rebirth whenever you want to, Pisces, Aries. When it's time to enlighten, or you don't like what you're seeing, you don't like what you're going through, you have all the manifestation power in the world to go within, rebirth yourself, and come out anew. That's that fire and ice process. So maybe you're already in the middle of that transformation. Yeah, it's like you're starting to see it for the toxicity that it is. You could have thought that this King of Pentacles like had your back in some way, or was fair-minded, or again, it's like you think that they maybe appreciate the skill, because why else would they hire you, or why else would they put you in this dynamic, or whatever the case is, right? Why else would they connect with you if they didn't respect you? But you might be seeing that a little bit differently. This is someone who absolutely knows what you're up against with these people and these Three of Pentacles, but again, is choosing to ignore it. I just heard because it's bad for business, or whatever the case may be, to have conflict or to acknowledge that someone's being a jerk, or people are like not trying to cooperate with you. I just feel that. That's weird. So you're seeing this as a toxic situation that it might be, yeah, and that could really feel like some form of betrayal here, the Ten of Swords. What you thought would be heaven might end up being some form of like a hell here, or again, some form of chaos where you were hoping for peace. Judgment, yeah. Judgment in the Four of Swords, that's what I mean, yeah. But again, like I'm saying, Pisces, Aries, you being on that cusp of rebirth have all the power in the world to switch your dynamic, change yourself so that your environment changes, okay? All right, you've got the Four of Pentacles, the Hermit card, the Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups. Like I said, whatever you wish, whatever you want, you can create. And you've got the Two of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. So here's what I kind of see you doing. The Fool energy. Yeah, I see you kind of conserving your energy a bit with the Four of Pentacles here. Doing that introspection process with the Moon and Temperance, right? Reclaiming your fire, your Queen of Wands energy. coming into a deeper union with your star power, with your North Node, despite the conflicts or the challenges, or despite the blind eyes being turned, and really starting to look at and create and think of your wish fulfillment in new ways, which is going to put you in a position here, Pisces, Aries, to make some decisions and some choices with the Two of Swords around what you really have time for, what is a good use of your time and energy and focus, especially if this is career. Okay, I want to pull a little bit more. So the more you introspect, the closer you'll get to that Fool energy, and you'll release that Ten of Wands, those burdens. So again, this could be like a work dynamic where you are doing all the work because other people are slacking off, or like combating you behind this King of Pentacles back. This feels like a boss. Like, again, in the King of Pentacles space, they act like they're working with you, Three of Pentacles, but when that King of Pentacles isn't looking, they're sabotaging or working against you or being difficult knowingly. Yeah. And you got the Two of Pentacles. So again, you can only determine how much you can handle and how much you can take. Okay, and you got the Chariot and then the Empress. Okay. So like I said, there is a pathway to your heaven. What is that? Stairway to Heaven? Isn't that a song? Rock song? Maybe that's something significant for you. Seven of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. So where I feel like you were doing your best to try to not let this Five of Wands energy get to you. You know what I mean? Still kind of like staying lighthearted about whatever little tactics, whatever little things people might be doing to combat you. You've got the Knight of Wands here. You're going to get a little bit more skilled in that. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles is skilled in navigating this challenge. Again, I think you're going to redirect your focus here during Venus's retrograde to something that does bring you that Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, star energy, is in alignment with your North Node. Is something that brings about that feeling of the Empress for you, like feeling like you are abundant, you have a lot to offer. Venus is kind of coming in to give you a fresh start and help you release this Ten of Wands energy. Now, it might bring you to the Seven of Pentacles. It might take you a couple steps back before you can move forward, but the Seven is a really beautiful space to be in because it's a moment to reflect. It's a moment where there isn't so much change that you're having to deal with. So you can really kind of refocus and know what you want to, or what I guess I should say, know what direction you want to move in next, okay? Where you want this Chariot to take you. Because you got the Magician back out here. Okay. So don't underestimate your power to create change here, Pisces, Aries, in this dynamic or in this situation. Or if that's feeling like an impossible feat, it's creating change within yourself so that then your environment matches the new you or the higher vibing you. So naturally that Five of Wands energy, that Eight of Swords energy, all that kind of chaotic devil energy, Ten of Swords energy fades away. All right. So what does Pisces, Aries stand to gain, to learn from this dynamic that they're a part of with this King of Pentacles? What are they gaining out of, or what do they need to better understand about this Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands energy that they're going through? The second chakra, it's challenging your creativity. The sacral chakra helps us to navigate our lives through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. So it's trying to get you to pay attention to what you feel. Okay? And maybe this is what could be a little difficult for you during Venus's retrograde, because Venus is there and we're also in Pisces season, and that's just a lot of energy, a lot of placements that are pulling on you, or a lot of planets that are pulling on you right now. It's how do you stay grounded, Pisces, Aries? How do you keep working, keep pushing forward despite all of that emotional, maybe even turmoil that you might be feeling or going through in this scenario? Yeah, you got union. Okay, so union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. So that's what Venus retrograde is offering you, an opportunity to step into union with yourself, union with your North Node. Okay, so start thinking about that. Maybe some of you are already in this hanged one energy. Thank you. Multidimensionality keeps coming out. Okay, it activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal, okay, and multidimensional. So you are getting into union with the truth of who you are, which definitely is going to, from the looks of it, shift your environment. Yeah, something about keeping a level of integrity is important here. What else is going on here for Pisces, Aries? Thank you, Spirit. The 5th chakra, like I was feeling all that blue. Okay, the throat chakra supports our ability to communicate clearly and truthfully. Got connection. The frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. So maybe you went into this 3 of Pentacles thinking that it was going to be some form of connection, right? Like this was going to work. This could even be like people pretending to connect with you or something like that. Like with the 3 of Pentacles, like, I don't know. I don't know why I get like it's in front of this King of Pentacles that they, oh yeah, we're good, da 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 da, blah blah blah. Yep, I can help Pisces, Aries with that. Oh yeah, I'll show them how to do that. Yep, I'll give that to them there. And then they like delay, or they don't show up, or they don't follow through, or they tell you the wrong thing. It's like something about this feels like sabotage. And maybe that's the 10 of Swords. Okay, so maybe this has already happened, and that's still something that kind of is a tender spot for you. Spirit wants you to look at it from a new angle and a new perspective. Okay. Yeah, and then the frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence. So that's another mention of true essence through many different forms of communication. So I think you've tried to talk to this King of Pentacles several different times in many different ways. And it seems like they just aren't present with you, or they're not trying to deal with it. It's like someone who's a leader or someone who's in a supervisor or manager role, but they don't like conflict. It's this child. To me, that's the craziest thing ever. You have no conflict resolution skills, but you're a manager, or you're a supervisor, or you're a CEO, or you're HR. Like, huh? How'd that even work? Anyway, neither here nor there, but it happens all the time. So I kind of feel like you're going to get to this point, Pisces, Aries, where like no amount of self-expression or no amount of communication is going to shift what's going on here. Okay, because the energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. So I almost feel like you might be tempted to say, oh, it'll get better soon, or down the line, or one day. And I don't think Spirit wants you to wait for that. I feel like once you get in union with your 2nd chakra and find that connection to yourself, There's almost like this new self-expression that'll emerge, which will pull you and lead you away from this dynamic. Because it's almost like whatever this conflict is, it's creating an environment where it's difficult for you to stay in the moment. It's triggering you in some way. You might be triggered a lot during Venus retrograde, okay? And Spirit definitely wants you to be patient. Temperance with the Queen of Wands and the Moon. Try to go within. Try not to take anything that's happening outside of you personally, Pisces, Aries. It's all a reflection back to you so that you can make some shifts and changes. Okay, that's what's important to know here. I hope that this message was helpful for you, Pisces, Aries. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you in our next one. All right, love you lots. Namaste.